It's the Weeble Marina.
Lite Brite, the toy that lets you create beautiful pictures with light.
This is Evel Knievel and the Evel Knievel shock-absorbing stunt cycle.
We didn't need screens or Wi-Fi, just imagination. So join us as we look back at these unforgettable toys from the 1970s. Will your favorite be on the list? Let's find out. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stretch Armstrong. This toy felt indestructible, right? If you grew up in the 70s, you probably tried pulling his arms across the room. First released in 1976, every kid had the same question. How far can we stretch him before he breaks? He felt invincible until someone finally pushed too far and that sticky red jelly spilled everywhere. And if you ever had to clean that up, you definitely remember. Big wheel. The louder the plastic tires, the better. The 70s was the era of the big wheel for kids. You didn't just ride them, you raced, turned fast, and slid across the sidewalk. Released in 1969, its lowrider design, oversized front wheel, and plastic frame made it feel fast, even if it wasn't. And who could forget the sound of those hard plastic wheels on pavement? You felt unstoppable. Every kid wanted one. It wasn't just a toy, it made you feel cool. Those were good times. Kids pulled the handbrake and did fast spins, leaving marks on the ground. If you had a big wheel, you were the king of the block. So share with us. Did you ever experience riding one? Weebles.
Hey, hey, look at me and Weeble. The Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
If you remember the jingle, it's probably still stuck in your head. These egg-shaped little figures first appeared in the early 70s, and there was just something oddly satisfying about watching them tip and sway, but never actually fall. No batteries, no buttons, just clever design and pure fun. There were whole playsets too, houses, cars, even a treehouse. And no matter what kind of chaos you put them through, those little guys always bounce back up. For many kids, Weebles were some of the first toys that made playtime feel magical. They were part of life. The Lite Brite. The most popular Christmas toy. Put in the picture outline, insert the glowing color pegs, and watch them light up. First released in 1967 but hugely popular through the 70s, Lite Brite let kids create art by plugging tiny colored pegs into a backlit screen. Whether you followed the templates or freestyled your own design, it always felt magical. It was simple, creative fun that kept us busy for hours. And let's be honest, half the fun was just dumping out the pegs and starting over. Imagine giving kids today a toy like this. We lived in simpler times, and somehow, something so basic brought so much joy. Simon. Red, blue, green, yellow, and don't mess up the order. Simon came out in 1978 and instantly became a hit. This memory game of lights and sounds had a simple idea: repeat the pattern. But as the sequences got faster and longer, the pressure was real. Everyone in the room would hold their breath as you tried to keep up. Winning felt like a victory parade. Losing meant groans and laughter. It was the perfect mix of fun and frustration. And that classic beep-boop sound? Pure 70s magic. Evel Knievel's stunt cycle, the best toy ever made. Every kid wanted to be a daredevil after playing with this. Released in the mid-70s, the Evel Knievel stunt cycle let you wind up the handle, release, and watch him fly across the floor, jumping ramps, crashing into walls, and sometimes launching straight into the dog. It was thrilling, loud, and unpredictable, just like the real Evel. And let's be honest, the crashes were the best part. If you had this toy, your living room probably turned into a full-on stunt show. And let's not forget, the stunt cycle wasn't the only one. There was also the scramble van, and even Dairy Daring for the girls who wanted to jump and crash too. Spirograph. I loved mine. Pure fun. Hours of quiet concentration. And it never got old. Spirograph, first released in the late 60s but huge in the 70s, let kids create mesmerizing geometric patterns using just plastic gears, colored pens, and a little patience. You'd press down hard, move slowly, and watch those hypnotic shapes appear. It was part art, part science, and totally satisfying. Who else had pages full of spiral doodles taped to the fridge? Share with us in the comments. Viewmaster. Who had one of these? I could spend hours clicking through those reels. Just pop one in, pull the lever, and suddenly you're in a whole new world. Disneyland, wildlife, cartoons, even space. The Viewmaster had that magical 3D look that felt way ahead of its time. It was like having a mini vacation in your hands. Everyone had their favorite reels, and trading them with friends was part of the fun. No batteries, no noise, just pure imagination. Do you still remember your favorite reel? Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Why, no, I haven't.
Hey, he was talking to me! No, he was talking to me! Why, you...
Blue Bomber or Red Rocker? Who was your champ? This was one of the best two-player toys of the 70s. You'd grip the controls, mash the buttons, and try to knock your opponent's block off. Literally. That little plastic ring turned into an arena, and every match felt like the heavyweight championship. The pop when a head flew up? Iconic. It was loud, fast, and competitive, the kind of fun you didn't want to end. Easy Bake Oven. Who remembers baking a cake with just a light bulb? Easy Bake Ovens were a staple kid's toy. You'd pour the tiny mix into the tiny pan, slide it in, and wait. All powered by a regular light bulb. It took forever to bake. That thing was a real lesson in patience. I think I started baking that cake in 1975, and it's still not done. Hungry Hungry Hippos. This game was wild. 4 colorful hippos, a bunch of marbles, and total chaos. You'd smash the lever as fast as you could, trying to gobble up the most marbles before they were gone. It was loud, frantic, and everyone ended up laughing. No real strategy, just pure fun and fast fingers. And those hippos had names too. Harry, Lizzie, Henry, and Homer. Did you play this with siblings or friends? Someone always accused the other of cheating. Speak and Spell. One of the coolest learning toys ever made. It was way ahead of its time. Did you ever take yours on a road trip? It was perfect for the car. The Speak and Spell had a bright orange body, a little screen, and buttons like a tiny computer. But the best part? That robotic voice. C-O-L-O-R. It would say a word and you had to spell it. If you got it wrong, it would slowly spell the mistake out loud. So frustrating, but unforgettable. Snoopy Snow Cone Machine. Who didn't love making their own icy treat at home? The Snoopy Snow Cone Machine looked like a cute little red doghouse and came with everything you needed. Just add ice. You'd crank the handle like crazy, scoop the crushed ice into a little cup, and pour that sweet syrup on top. It made a mess. Your arms got tired, but it was so much fun. Perfect for hot summer days. Did you ever try making your own flavors? Lincoln Logs? Simple, quiet fun that never went out of style. Did you ever build something so big it took over the living room? Lincoln Logs let you build your own little log cabins using real wooden pieces. No lights, no batteries, just imagination and patience. You could follow the instructions or make your own wild creations. Towers, forts, tiny homes, anything was possible. The smell of the wood, the feel of the pieces, it was all part of the experience. Color forms. It was like making your own cartoon scenes, over and over again. Color forms came with vinyl stickers you could peel and stick onto shiny backgrounds. Cartoons, superheroes, fairy tales. There was a set for everyone. And the best part? You could move the pieces around and create a new story every time. It was creative, mess-free, and perfect for rainy days. Did you have a favorite set? Share with us. Mine was always missing a few pieces, but I loved it anyway. So, what was your favorite toy from the 70s? If you love exploring unforgettable decades, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your nostalgic friends. See you next time.